Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Charlotte if you're new here. We're heading to Buck Hill Farm right now. We're just gonna drive and talk for a minute because I need to hit the ground running right now. Just give me like 1 second to pull out of my driveway. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks, I think. Basically, Eric and I had this big party planned for August for a housewarming and an engagement. So we had all these big summer projects that we were trying to wrap up in time for the party, before the party, things like that. And just party throwing in general is like a lot of planning, a lot of details. I was cooking all the food, setting up the whole house, decorating, blah, 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 blah. So anyway, we just had that party this past weekend and it was fabulous. And I'm so grateful for all the people in our lives, friends and family that came. It was lovely. So anyway, that is done now and I can check back with you guys. I've just been like dawn to dusk trying to get stuff done, and that's my bad because I know that I say I will take you guys with me, but I can't spare a hand sometimes, you know what I mean? So I mean, right now we're hands-free, but anyway, I have to hit the ground running because it might rain a little bit this morning, like late morning, and there's a wagon to unload from yesterday, and I just had like pretty much the whole weekend off for this party. We had like a huge bonfire and we had friends stay over, and yeah, it was great fun. But back to work. I need to go get thank you cards at Walgreens, so that's why I'm like, I gotta go do that really fast so that I can still get to work on time, and help unload this wagon, and then do all the million other things that happen in late summer. There's like cows to move, things to harvest, processing to do. The list is honestly endless. Sorry, there's a fly in the car and it's driving me crazy. They're all over the house too, like, because we've had the screen door open with all the people and stuff, and I hate flies. They drive me crazy, and I don't know, I don't really have a choice but to be around a million of them, being on a farm with farm animals. But anyway, we're heading there right now. I just want to stop and pick out some thank you cards first because people were so sweet and brought us some nice gifts and things I just love, like rose bushes and bowls and I don't know. Anyway, gonna do that and then pick back up with you guys when we get to work, okay? Okay, quick question. Does anyone know why greeting cards are so expensive? I just spent like $12 on thank you cards. But I don't know, cards are one of those things when like I want to get a cheap one, but then I see the pretty nice ones and I'm like, I kind of want the nice ones. Okay, check. Oh my god, look at this bracelet. I just noticed it in the viewfinder. One of my cousin's kids, she's 3 and she is just adorable. Like one of the smartest, most precocious, kind 3-year-olds I've ever met. Anyway, she came to the party and she walked right up and gave me a matching BFF bracelet. So that basically was the best thing that happened to me this weekend. So thank you, Cora. Yeah, got the cards. Let's get to work. Okay, Sam's hooking up to the wagon and I've got some milk that was out on tables for pigs, and I gotta get some grain. Hi, chickens! I think I've said this before that like the milk that's out for creamers and stuff, we just jar it back up if there's leftover and give it to the pigs because they love dairy. So I'm just gonna get my hair clipped up and we'll go, since we're going out back anyway, I'll bring some pig grain with me and we'll go get this wagon unloaded. Happy Monday. Oh. They didn't get up yet. What a muck hole. Yeah, you can kind of tell it looks like there's some rain up there. Something happened with the tractor this morning and Sam's not sure what it is, so that's kind of shitty, but he's just looking at that for a second, and I came to get a seltzer to bring up in the barn with me because it's already very humid today. Like I think it's going to be high 70s. And like I said, humid, so even though it's 9 o'clock, it's hot. And it's never too early for a seltzer. So just grabbing a seltzer and heading back up there. Mom and Sam hate snakes. All done. Just gotta sweep it off. Hole, I mean my glove got big holes. Like I think it's a dead glove. In there.
I can squish it down.
Really exciting stuff. But after we were done with the wagon, I literally came inside and started breaking down boxes because it's a little bit out of sight, out of mind during the summer, but we have a lot of customers that bring us recycled boxes for like shipping mail orders and delivering wholesale and stuff like that. And then also we get a lot of stuff delivered for inventory stuff, and just the boxes build up like crazy. So out of sight, out of mind back here when we're not using the evaporator room, like it's a lot of storage. So these are all boxes I'm not breaking down because they're really good case boxes for like glass products and stuff. And then back here I've broken down a lot of boxes. All the ones that are like unusable or really big, we just break them down and use them for cardboard on the floor because it can get pretty greasy around here on the weekends with all the sausage and bacon and ham. So anyway, I've just been doing that for like an hour. Really not exciting, but all done with that. Quick lunch, and then I gotta go harvest some stuff. So I have English muffin with mayonnaise because I love it, so don't judge me. And then some eggs and asparagus from the freezer. Actually, this is my first time having asparagus from the freezer because I know that it gets soft and watery, but I threw it in a pan with some oil and it did crisp up and it still has really good flavor. It's not weird, so if you've never frozen asparagus, turns out it's really not that bad. Sounds like Sam got the tractor running. I think he just put a new radiator hose in it and we took the hood off and cleaned it, so I think it's good. He's obviously trying it out. As you just saw, I decided to rototill because all the little like low growing weeds are just starting to like coat the garden. So Sam's wedding is in like a month. And we just want to make sure that we do keep things looking nice because the reception is going to be here at the farm. So kind of have to keep up with it, and I'm sure there's always going to be like a million last minute things to do the week before, which is just how my event was this past weekend. Like there's so many things that you can't do until right before. But that's the motivation, is to try to keep the garden looking nice, especially with the sunflowers coming out soon, because their wedding colors are like maroon and gold, so like sunflowers are like one of the flowers and everything, so exciting. Anyway, so yeah, I just rototilled. I still need to do a little bit of hand weeding, but I'm going to harvest some banana peppers and pickle them because I already have a big bowl full in the sap house picked, and the pepper plants this year, I've heard this from everybody, are just like thriving. So I have more on the bushes, and bushes, are they bushes? Gonna pick those, and then this is my first time pickling them, so we're gonna do that and see how they come out, because me and a lot of my family members love to eat them on salads and stuff, so I'm curious to see how they taste when I do it myself. Hey, look at the size of this plant. Because you've always done it for him. Look at all the green peppers on this one plant. But yeah, I'm just here to pick banana peppers. And I feel like when they start to just fall right off, and also when the pepper gets a little bit softer, because if I go along and feel these peppers, some of them are really, really hard. That's when I know that I'm gonna pick them. And also I think that this is the difference between the hot and the mild banana peppers that I planted. Like, some of them are really fat and some of them are long and skinny, which I would guess the long and skinny ones look more like hot peppers, but we'll see. I'm gonna taste them.
Oh.
So we're in the pea row. I didn't really mean for this to turn into a garden update, but I hadn't realized that these had started growing because they blend right in. But I had planted, what are they called? Asparagus beans?
Asparagus beans.
Asparagus beans. This is the bean.
Look at this one.
They're supposed to be like 2, oh my god, or 3 feet long. Look at this bean. I don't know, do we just let it grow longer?
It looks like it's ripe. Like,
yeah,
this one is, look, see, it's soft.
That one's overripe.
I think we should pick them.
It looks like... Can you see them?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. You haven't picked tomatoes. Okay, so I cutted my peppers, and as usual with things that I harvest, it doesn't look like as much as I thought it did, but it's okay. I'm gonna fill these jars with the rounds, and I just boiled these jars in boiling water just so that I don't have to refrigerate it. Okay, so this is my brine. It's cider vinegar, white vinegar, mustard seed, and celery. Salt. Okay, thank you cards are done. That took me a little while, but glad I got it done because these people mean so much to us. So this is what driving home from working on a farm looks like on any given day. Veggies in the passenger side. Let me see if I can like set you guys up over here. Got some golden hour lighting happening. I guess I'm gonna turn this into like a 2-day video. I just got home and it's like 6:45 right now. I'm gonna bring some stuff inside. I'm gonna have to stop at the post office in the morning to get stamps because I definitely don't have any stamps and I need like 20 stamps. And yeah, I have this paint sample that I got for the living room last week and I haven't put it up on the wall yet because things were crazy with the party, but I might go see what that looks like. I'm still not gonna get like an accurate impression of it because the lighting is so low right now and I don't even know, it's not gonna be very bright in the living room. So I'll have to look at it over the next couple days, but Yeah, I'm like exhausted today. I think it's just from like the weekend and the excitement and the planning. So I'm gonna go inside, and I know I have like tons of laundry to catch up on and stuff to finish packing up because I borrowed a lot of stuff from the farm for the party. Yeah, just do some like non-important stuff, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow because there's so much going on this week. This is like any other week, but we wanted to move the cows and get them some more food, but the next 2 days are supposed to be gorgeous. So Sam right now is mowing, and probably by Wednesday we'll have more wagons to unload. So like hay is a priority the next couple days. The gator has a flat, so that's usually what we use for temporary fence. And what else? Like, we're just trying to not only be in the sap house making products this week, because we end up focusing on that so much because we need to, and we do have a few other projects that like we really need to put energy into this week. But I mean, before we can make some of these products, like harvesting is like really important. So we're going to start harvesting elderberries this week because I think we're going to have to do more than one harvest of that. So we'll cut some berries down. Speaking of berries, my mom, while I was writing cards, my mom was up in the berry field, and it's blackberry season now. So she threw, this is like a triple berry mixture because I wanted to take all of the berries home. So I mixed them all into this pint, but look at these delicious blackberries. So these are officially coming on. I was worried they weren't going to because a lot of people have been saying their berries look really like dried up and stuff, but they are going to be somewhat fruitful. So anyway, harvesting elderberries, and I desperately need to make more pesto. I'm probably not going to show you guys that because I already showed you how I make pesto, but the herb garden is once again exploding, so I want to make the most out of that before it all goes to seed. So I'm going to make more pesto tomorrow, which I need to harvest all the herbs first. And I don't know, just stuff like that. I'll take you as we go, and see you guys in the morning. Good morning, friends. Honestly, I don't know why I check in from the barn so often. As soon as I'm about to feed the animals, I'm like, where's my camera? Speaking of feeding animals, I left a bunch of the heavy bales, or like the wetter bales, out of the hay mow yesterday when we were unloading hay, because since it's gorgeous out and we're going to focus on hay and stuff like that, I'm probably not going to get around to temporary fence just yet, but the cows are hungry, so I'm going to give them some of the shittier bales and just toss them into the bunk feeder. So hopefully, we just got a new bunk feeder, a second bunk feeder, and hopefully they haven't mucked up around it too bad. Like, when a bunk feeder sits for a while, it gets pretty mushy around the edges. So I want to see if I can toss some more bales in there if the cows are not around. If they're around, they're just going to go nuts for it, and I will not be able to do that. But yeah, I'm going to see if I can do that too while we're out there. So the cows are not around, so I'm gonna attempt this bale project. I just carried one out there, but this is why it sucks that the gator has flat, because I have to walk these freaking bales all the way around. So wet bales, open gate. I could go through that gate, but I feel like it gets a little mucky in the middle over there, so I'm just gonna walk mostly on the grass and then carry them over to the feeder and throw them in. Man, it's so nice out. I'm probably gonna carry like 10 bales out there, and I think that'll be good for today. So let's go throw them in. walkway going on. You just don't want to step in a fresh one, you know? Okay, bunk feeder is good for now. I think I mentioned yesterday that I had to pick the rest of the herbs, so I'm gonna do that and then we'll head back inside. And I'm also gonna check out the strawberries because, like, where we used to pick strawberries, like, that season would be way over by now, but I guess just because of when we planted ours, like, there's a bunch still fruiting right now, so I'm gonna pick those and then go back inside. Mom's making popcorn, so she's kind of glued to the popcorn machine for a couple hours because that's like a time sensitive thing. So hopefully after that she can get outside because it's gorgeous. So I went out with a plan to pick herbs, and then I remembered that the arugula was completely flowered in the herb garden, so I ripped out all the arugula and decided that I know I've seen recipes for arugula pesto, so I'm actually going to make an arugula pesto. So technically it's not an herb, but we'll see how that comes out. I said Mom was making popcorn, and it looks really good. This is 2 out of 4 batches, so go Mom. Oh, and also I took walnuts out of the oven to cool because I'm gonna pack maple walnuts today. So those are some of the products we got going on.
So you started an email to her, or you?
Hi friends, so it's a little bit later in the day now, like 5 something, and before we called it a day, Mom and I wanted to come up to the berry field to look at the elderberries because we know for a fact that some of them are ripening, some of them are still green, but we're running pretty low. So we just thought we'd get some now and make sure we have them in the freezer for when we need to make elixir and such. So we're up here now. I brought a ladder, which is always fun on a hill. And we're just gonna fill a couple buckets worth to bring back down to the farm before the sun goes down. It looks like the nets are holding up pretty well, but we always feel like the nets are almost not even necessary up in the field. For some reason, the birds don't eat them nearly as much up in the field as they do down on the farm. I think it's pigeons. I think it's the pigeons, honestly. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I'm pretty sure I filmed this last summer, but I just thought I would show you what we're ending the day with. So here's one of the bigger bushes. Ladder. Oh yeah, there's definitely berries. So you can see like green ones, and then they are ripe when they're fully dark purple. And there's like millions of berries. I need a bucket.
Take the dark clusters.
It's a little steamy in here. Okay. So we got about 2 5-gallon pails full, which is good for like the first harvest. That's like plenty to just have on hand for right now. But they also just like weren't all ripe yet, so we couldn't pick them all if we wanted to. So that was a good start to the elderberries. I just fed the pigs and I'm pretty much done for the day. So I think I'll wrap this video up here. Nice little 2-day take you with me vlog. And comment below what you guys might want to see more of. I am actually going to New York City tomorrow. I don't know if you guys remember, about like 2 months ago, I might have said that I was going wedding dress shopping. Yeah, I definitely said that to you guys. And they emailed me like way early and told me that my dress that is in my size is in the store for me to come try on. So I'm heading down there tomorrow. If you see this video before then, comment below. Let me know if you want to see some of New York and if that kind of thing does not interest you guys at all. And if there's more stuff on the farm that you want to know about, let me know. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon for the next one.